Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for the anime Citrus. It just ended the sub, so I wanted to give my opinion on it. Now, I kind of stumbled randomly into this one. I don't have my ear on the ground in the anime community as much as comics and television, but I heard about this one, I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, alright, let me give it a shot, and here are my opinions on the whole show. So, what is this about? Also, I'm going to give you a warning, there are spoilers in this review, but honestly, it's a romance anime, so there's not anything too much to spoil. You kind of know where it's going to end, but I will have a few spoilers here. So, what is this show about? It's about this girl, our main protagonist is Yuzu, and she has a new life now. She has to leave her school to go to an all-girls school after her mother gets remarried. And we don't actually see the new husband very often in the show. We see him, I think, for like 2 episodes. But weirdly enough, he just not there, even though they just got married, so that's kind of a strange portion of the plot, but definitely some more convenience there, but that's part of it. So Yuzu, she goes to this all-girls school, and she meets Mei, who's our other main protagonist here, and they do not get off on the right foot, and they end up, you know, obviously not liking each other in the beginning, and then by the end of the first episode, or kind of the middle of the end, we find out that Mei is actually Yuzu's stepsister. So she's the new sister. She's the daughter of that husband we never see. So they're not actually sisters. They just met in this episode. So I don't love that they have to make this forbidden love that they, you know, end up kind of being sisters through marriage, but obviously, again, that's the forbidden love aspect of the show. So, Yuzu, you know, part of her character is that she always wants to find love. That's the opening of this show. She's like, when am I going to find love? And throughout this journey, she does with Mei. And that is our show. And it starts out with Mei forcibly kissing Yuzu to kind of prove a point, saying, oh, you can't handle the kiss, but Yuzu starts to fall in love with Mei, and then vice versa. Throughout the series, you see Mei fall in love with Yuzu, but her character does not show emotions very well, and I'll go into that as we go into the review, so it's kind of harder to see what Mei is feeling, but because Yuzu's our point of view character, it's very easy to see what Yuzu's feeling throughout the show. Now, I'm going to do my slight negatives of this show, and I already talked about the father plot, that was one of them, and the second one being the supporting characters. Now, I love Harumin, Yuzu's friend. I think she is definitely one of the best characters in the show, always a lot of fun, so Harumin is not included in this category, but everyone else kind of is, besides I guess Yuzu's mom, because she's not even in the show that often, but she's obviously a supporting character that's needed, and when you do see her, she's cool. So those are the 2 supporting characters I do like. Everyone else I didn't so much. So Mei's best friend, she's kind of there just to cause drama. She's not that bad, you know, you kind of grow to like her as the show begins or, you know, continues, but the rest of the characters are just there for the drama. We have Yuzu's, like, old childhood friend who acts as her little sister, who is literally just there to cause drama in between the season. Not very much a likable character at all. And then you have these sisters, these twin sisters by the end of the show, where, again, this kind of causes drama, where the older sister, who actually looks like the younger sister, she is in love with Mei, and there's just this barrier where Mei's like dating her, and somehow Yuzu becomes best friends with her in like a day. So those are the characters I didn't really love, and I think the last 2, or the 2 episodes before the finale, it kind of stumbles because of the twin sisters a bit, so I didn't love that. But things I really enjoyed here. I like the animation for the most part. Everyone looks different. I mean, obviously there's not like that much action in it, so can't really say about that. But overall, the animation's fluid. I like the style. I enjoyed the intro. The outro is just pictures of the manga, I believe. So nothing much to say there. But the intro I really liked, and I think it tells what the show is going to be about. So obviously, what I want to talk about are the 2 main characters who really make this show. And Yuzu, in particular, is just such a likable protagonist. And I know, I think, a lot of people we're kind of pushed away from the show because it's a Yuri show, and that, you know, just because of the plot of this thing, I think a lot of people kind of didn't give it a chance because of that. But I really think the characters are really complicated and give an interesting plot here. And then Yuzu, what I love about Yuzu is that in the beginning of the show, again, she just doesn't believe she understands love, and throughout the whole show, she's trying to understand it. She's like, well, this is love, but maybe I should do this for Mei. It's always about Mei in a lot of ways. She's like, I want to make Mei comfortable, even when Mei is doing the wrong things. She kind of wraps it in her mind. It's like, oh no, but Mei got hurt because of that. It's like, yeah, but Mei did a lot of things that hurt you as well. But Yuzu just is trying to understand love, and by the end, really displays love throughout the whole entire show. And again, she's just so likable. She just wants to help people along the way, and she is somebody you want to follow, especially in a romance anime. Mei, I could see people not liking in the beginning, especially that first scene where she forces herself onto Yuzu. Not one of my favorite scenes, and I know a lot of people did not enjoy that, like that scene, and kind of deterred them from the show. But you kind of understand why she does it as the show goes on, and that she has complicated emotions with herself. And that's kind of what really interested me in Mei's character, is that you never knew what she was thinking, and you're kind of put in Yuzu's position. You're like, what is Mei thinking? Does she actually like Yuzu? What are her feelings? And as the show goes on, you see how she displays these feelings, like with her little teddy bear. And she's still kind of stuck in her childhood ways, but at the same time, she kind of grew up too fast. So that's Mei's character, but that's why I like her so much, is because of how complicated she is as a character. You don't just see in episode 1 say, I totally understand Mei. You kind of have to see it a couple of times to understand her motives and exactly what she feels, and I find those characters very interesting and a very cool dynamic with Yuzu as the show continues past the first episode. I think their relationship gets interesting, and by the end, you root for their relationship. So overall, I enjoyed this. Again, I think there's some pacing problems because of the supporting characters, but overall, every episode I really enjoyed it. I want to see another season to see where this goes, especially because it ends where they end up being girlfriends and trying to date by the end, so it'd be cool to see what they end up doing as the show goes on. I actually did read the manga, but I don't want to really spoil it for anybody if you haven't, so I kind of know where it goes, and the chapter on now leaves you on a pretty big cliffhanger, but I could see them wrapping up the full story in season 2 if the manga is going to be ending soon, which it looks like it is. The story looks like it's ending soon. But overall, I think if you like romance anime and you're looking for a solid, I guess, Yuri anime, because I know there's not a lot of them, go check this out. I really think these characters are interesting. Yuzu is so likable and really drives this show. The animation's good. You actually have a 20-minute show for this, so overall, I'm gonna give this 4.5 stars. It's something I definitely would watch again and look forward to for season 2, and I really only had slight nitpicks here and there about the show. But let me know in the comments below, what did you think about Citrus? Are you interested in seeing the show after this? And what anime do you think I should watch next, either from the season or things you think I'd like? Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and also let me know if you'd like to see more anime reviews on the channel. So this is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.